COPWATCH, policing the police every single day.
Watch, good cop charges police chief with a felony and is immediately fired. A good cop crossed the thin blue line this week to expose felony crimes within his department, so he was immediately fired. By Matt Agarist, July 26, 2018. New Holland New Holland Police Sergeant Brad Mick was doing his job of trying to fight crime in the city of New Holland, and for his dedication to duty, he was fired. This good cop was relieved from duty because the alleged criminals he went after were part of the thin blue line. Mick dared to call out corruption in his own department by executing a search warrant and filing charges against the mayor, the current police chief, and the former police chief. He was then immediately fired, but not before he tried to seek protection from termination. According to the Fayette Advocate, Mick filed what is commonly known as a whistleblower protection affidavit under Ohio law with Fiscal Officer Mavis Yurchuk a week ago. On Monday night, he filed the same document with the mayor, police chief, and council vice president, Greg Shaw. Pursuant to the Whistleblower Protection Act of Ohio and Revised Code 4113.52, let this serve as my notification that I believe felonies are being committed by New Holland Mayor Claire Butch Betsko and New Holland Village Marshal David Conrad. Read the affidavit. Pursuant to RC 4113.52, A.1.A, this is my complaint. The village and its administration are hereby put on notice that you are barred from seeking retaliatory measures against me, including but not limited to removing or suspending the employee from employment, withholding from the employee salary increases or employee benefits to which the employee is otherwise entitled, transferring or reassigning the employee, denying the employee a promotion that otherwise would have been received, reducing the employee in pay or position. After Mick discovered forgery crimes within the department, he obtained a search warrant and carried it out on Saturday. With the help of the Ohio Highway Patrol and the Pickaway County Sheriff's Office, Mick raided the department. For an officer to investigate his own boss when he has probable cause and evidence of a crime being committed is perhaps the most commendable act of all, said criminal defense attorney Brad Jones of Mick's bravery to cross the thin blue line. This officer clearly takes his oath of office seriously, and any law enforcement officer who cannot respect that should not have a badge or gun. On July 18, 2018, it was brought to my attention that a paper faxed to the Ohio Attorney General's office by the Village of New Holland might be a forged document, Mick wrote on the request for a warrant. The form was dated for July 16, 2018 as being signed by Jason Lawless. However, Jason Lawless was believed to be in the state of Alabama on that date and not present in the state of Ohio. After Mick compared the form to a dozen other documents, he determined that the signature was forged. During the execution of the search warrant, the mayor showed up and attempted to go inside the department. However, police had set up a perimeter and refused to allow him in. After finding evidence of the felony forgery during the raid, Mick served a felony summons to Mayor Claire Butch Betsko and Police Chief David Conrad during a town hall meeting on Monday. As Mick handed Conrad his summons, he was immediately given a termination letter with no cited cause for his firing. Mick then reportedly walked into the lobby and said, "Just so you know, people, if you do the right thing around here, you get terminated." The crowd immediately began calling for the termination of the mayor. Because Mick filed this affidavit before he was fired, according to the Spitz law firm, he has grounds for a lawsuit and could be reinstated before the end of the week. If they have followed the proper protocols and successfully navigated the legal channels, whistleblowers in Ohio have legal recourse for retaliatory actions taken against them as a result of their whistleblowing, says Cincinnati attorney Robert A. Klingler. However, this has yet to happen. Mick, like many other good cops before him, is experiencing the wrath of the thin blue line. Those good cops who have the courage to cross it often end up punished, fired, or worse. Just this week, TFTP reported on the case of former DeLand police officer Allison Bainbridge, who reported a fellow cop for threatening and abusing an innocent citizen. She had the abuse recorded on her body camera, yet she was fired and not the offending cop. Spread the love.
Mayor, members of the council.
We haven't even started the meeting yet.
We're going to start it now.
No, we're not.
This is for you.
You can keep that.
That's for you. Just leave that to, it's here somewhere, I'm sure. Right. Good. Where's
This is my paper.
where's Chief Conrad?
In fact, why don't you come back and talk to him right now?
That's the thing. Thanks, sir. Appreciate that. Sir.
Okay, so it started here. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Danny?
Yep.
Victor? Yep. Jackie?
Yes.
Greg? Yep. Vivian?
Yes.
Jimmy? Yep. Davis? Give me a form. And if you would review the minutes of the previous meeting.
Folks, just to let you know, when you do the right thing around here, you get terminated for it.
That is
Bullshit! That's retaliation!
Order!
No, there's no order to that.
Meeting right now. Order!
That's not order.
Order!
Oh, no, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Can you, excuse me, sir. I'm Jeremy, Side of Post.
Hey Jeremy, how you doing?
Nice to meet you. Can you tell me what just happened?
I was terminated.
Why were you terminated?
Filing charges on the mayor and the chief of police.
Yeah, and can you tell me about those charges? Because I just recently, today, read some charges that you filed.
Well, I really don't want to get into much of it, because it is an ongoing investigation.
Right.
So,
Some of it's public knowledge.
some
so.
of it's public, you're right. So, but to go into more of it, I'd rather not at this time. Just what you have out to the public would be good for now, I think.
And what did you just give them?
I gave them an affidavit on the Whistleblower Act and served them their charges.
Right, because some of the charges that you gave earlier on the 20th, I believe, they had to do with the Whistleblower Act.
Correct.
That you felt like you should stand up and file and come forward with some charges that were that you felt were wrong.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Right. So
You're welcome to come to my house.
all right. Well, what are you gonna do from here?
Okay, the doctor.
Keep doing my full-time job.
What's that?
You
I'm a
want
security supervisor.
Gotcha.
what you read is here.
So, and I'm guessing that you'll probably file something with Pickaway because of this,
Absolutely.
right? All right.
Thanks for your time, sir.
Thanks.
Police use who may want to retaliate against him physically.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.